USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Using his legs, it's Young. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion from the back. Throwing Simmons. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this is an offense that talked about really wanting to take that taste out of their mouth from a week ago. Getting the loss, like they wanted to bounce back, they wanted to start fast, and that's kind of frustrating for them, right? Going 3 and out, setting the tone like that, now already having to depend on your defense. Hopefully this defense is strapped up and ready to rock and roll.
Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Reels it in. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it. Hard running there. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Powers through the defender. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown! Ole Miss!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide right, it's Wormley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Whipping out to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Had to force that one.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Turns it upfield. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Finds his man. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Simmons got his man on the right. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Simmons. They're working that left side. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. Holds on, it's Bowman. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
From the gun, the running back has it. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads it left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Napier. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Looking down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick 6. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got a little space. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Knight. Got a man, it's Cunningham. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Caught. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Left it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, it's Lindsey. Looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Gee. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Replace! Simmons unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
They'll move the tight end. Simmons from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Napier. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Simmons wants to fire again. Pulls it in. It's Bowman. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Throwing Simmons. He unleashes a long one. Snagged on the outside. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hands it off. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want it.
Drops back, it's Snipe. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right side, it's Alexander. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Defense showing blitz here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Going for it all. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 3 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Ducks, looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Moving the pocket, it's Knight. Left side is Creasecorn. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
What a fantastic individual effort by the big fella there. That was a relatively short throw, but he shows you the athleticism and what he can do with the football once he has it in his hands. He looked like a running back out there, making guys miss. Really good vision, nice speed as well. The coaches are loving that.
Makes the catch. It's Alexander. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll run it. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Snaps it, he has to have it. Turns it upfield. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a time.
Snags it, and he's open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hauls it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Back to throw, it's Knight. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wants to go up top on second down. Look out! They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets rid of it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Here's Simmons to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Young. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. Makes the grab. It's Bush. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Simmons. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires to the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Now this offense is back on the field. Throwing Simmons. Rushes on. Unloads in the nick of time.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Making the adjustment on the play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Rebels offense is back on the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of that one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Second down to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. He caught it. Touchdown, Rebels. And the pummeling has started.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Out wide right, it's Bowman. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bowman. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Again, it's Simmons. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Williams to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Back to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative play.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Defense wants to bring the heat. Needs it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Gotta make the play on 4th. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From deep, it's Gee. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College